What's up, everybody, and welcome to Read the Bible with me. I'm Stan Jr., and today we're looking at chapter 11 of the book of 2 Kings. We've been reading the book of 2 Kings for 11 days so far. We read the Bible every day, and if you're new here, go ahead and click the subscribe button and turn on your notification bells so that me and you can read the Bible every day. My mission is to help as many people as I can read their Bible every single day. And the only way I can do that is by doing it with you. So I've been reading the Bible every day over a year now. And the ministry has grown to where Bible Club members, they support the ministry with $10 a month for a lifetime. And what we do with that money is we buy Bibles and send them to people and persecuted Christians, to be more on point. We send them to people that need them, and we also send missionaries out into the missionary field with your donations. So if you're a Bible Club member, go ahead and like this video and leave a comment below, like the white flag that represents our Bible Club members and the members of this ministry. So I'm thankful to all of you, and I'm ready to read chapter 11 of the book of 2 Kings. It says, "Now when Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw that her son was dead, she arose and destroyed all the royal family. But Jehoshaphat, the daughter of the king of Joram, sister of Ahaziah, took Joash, the son of Ahaziah, and stole him away from among the king's sons, who were being put to death. And she put him and his nurse in the bedroom. Thus they hid him from Athaliah, so that he was not put to death. And he remained with her 6 years, hidden in the house of the Lord, while Athaliah reigned over the land." Then this isn't the only story of women stepping up to the plate and saving the future leaders that God wanted. It was Moses saved, Jesus, all these different major leaders, even people in the Bible in the Old Testament were all saved by women. It's a very important thing to know that women have been saving the day for a long time. And it is in the Bible. You just have to look and read it. And then verse 4 says, "But in the 7th year of Jehoiada sent and brought the captains of the Karites and of the guards, and had them come to him in the house of the Lord. And he made a covenant with them and put them under oath in the house of the Lord. And he showed them the king's son. And he commanded them, 'This is the thing that you shall do, 1/3 of you, those who come off duty on the Sabbath and guard the king's house, another third being at the gate sure, and a third at the gate behind the guards, shall guard the palace. And the 2 divisions of you which come on duty in force on the Sabbath and guard the house of the Lord on behalf of the king shall surround the king, each with his weapons in his hand. And whoever approaches the ranks is to be put to death. Be with the king when he goes out and when he comes in.' The captains did according to all that Jehoiada the priest commanded, and they each brought his men who were to go off duty on the Sabbath with those who were to come on duty on the Sabbath, and came to Jehoiada the priest. And the priest gave to the captains the spears and the shields, and had been King David's, which were in the house of the Lord. And the guards stood, every man with his weapon in his hand, from the south side of the house to the north side of the house, around the altar and the house on behalf of the king. Then then he brought out the king's son and put the crown on him and gave him the testimony. And when they proclaimed him king and anointed him, they clapped their hands and said, 'Long live the king.' When Athaliah heard the noise of the guard of the people, she went into the house of the Lord to the people. And when she looked, there was the king standing by the pillar, according to the custom, and the captains and the trumpeters beside the king, and all the people of the land rejoicing and blowing trumpets. And Athaliah tore her clothes and cried, 'Treason! Treason!' Then Jehoiada the priest commanded the captains who were set over the army, 'Bring her out between the ranks and put her to death.' with the sword anyone who follows her. For the priest said, "Let her not be put to death in the house of the Lord." So they laid hands on her, and she went through the horses' entrance to the king's house, and there she was put to death. And Jehoiada made a covenant between the Lord and the king and the people, and they should be the Lord's people, and also between the king and the people. Then all the people of the land went to the house of Baal and tore down his altars and his images. They broke in pieces, and they killed Mattan, the priest of Baal, before the altars. And the priest posted watchmen over the house of the Lord. And he took the captains and the Cartites and the guards and all the people of the land, and they brought the king down from the house of the Lord, marching through the gate of the guards to the king's house. And he took his seat on the throne of the kings. So all the people of the land rejoiced, and the city was quiet after Athaliah had been put to death with the sword at the king's house. We see Jehoiada is the new king, and the people are rejoicing because he's setting things straight like his predecessor before him. But he's really setting this all straight. He says, "I'm going to make a commitment between the Lord, the king, and the people." Jehoiada was the priest, and he makes a commitment, a covenant between the king, the people, and God. And he says, so all the people rejoiced when they went down and marched down, and they were so excited because of the new king that they had been given. So it's so important to see that a priest should be able to speak to God, and God should be able to speak to the priest, of course, first and foremost. Then the priest should also be able to speak to the king, the boss, the person in charge, call them into accountability. And then he should also be able to speak to the people. There's three things the priest should know how to do: speak to God, speak to the people in charge, and speak to the people. That was chapter 11 of the book of 2 Kings. Thank you so much for reading with me. If you'd like to support this ministry and help us be a fruitful, vibrant, and fresh ministry, click the link in my description, and you'll help us spread the word of God around the world. Thank you for all those that do it. It really means a lot to me and a lot to God. God bless you. Until next time, we'll be reading chapter 12 of the book of 2 Kings. Peace.